Also in local news, United National Party Deputy Leader Sajid Premdasa declared open a Sunday school building of the Uddan Khandara Rajamahaviharya in Tisamaharama today.
The new building was constructed at a cost of 800,000 rupees and was funded by the Janasuvaya Welfare Program. A politician should not think about what people should offer him or what he or she can take away from the people. A politician should always think about what services he could offer the people using his strengths. That is our responsibility and duty. Politicians are not created to take away the people's resources and money for their own benefit. I am before you today in order to extend my services fully.
Time now to take a look at Action TV.
On the 28th of October last year, Action TV revealed that a group had removed a white sandalwood tree that was there at the herbal garden of the Bandaranaike Memorial Ayurvedic Research Institute in Navinna on the 22nd night in October. However, no action has been taken as yet in this regard. Large trees that are there in an area spanning across 14 acres had been cut down by the heads that have been appointed at this research institute on various occasions. At present, such an activity is being carried out at the Navinna Ayurvedic Research Institute with the knowledge of the Commissioner of Ayurveda. Trees that are not necessary to be in the botanical garden have been removed. This is what has happened here. The Timber Corporation has removed these trees following the directive of the Divisional Secretariat, subsequent to informing the Maharagama Divisional Secretariat and dealing with the relevant documents. We inquired from the Maharagama Divisional Secretary whether approval has been given as it was stated by the Commissioner.
Permission had been granted on 2 occasions in May and June last year to remove several dangerous trees. The cut-down trees had now begun sprouting. The Divisional Secretariat did not grant permission to the Timber Corporation to cut down trees recently.
Several herbal plants that were brought down from foreign countries had been planted at this herbal garden when it was established. A considerable number of such trees have grown up to be massive trees, and some of them also have a financial value. I am not aware that there had been non-herbal trees. All the trees had a herbal value. Unfortunately, after my tenure, an Ayurvedic doctor was not appointed. Individuals from various fields were appointed temporarily as directors. I consider the removal of trees as a result of individual who does not have an understanding about Ayurveda being appointed. Shouldn't an investigation be carried out into the removal of trees using the license issued by the Divisional Secretary around 7 months ago to remove dangerous trees? Minister of Indigenous Medicine, this one is over to you.
Well, Aaron Rajaratnam joins us once again, but this time with the very latest from the world of sports. Aaron, it's all over to you.
Thank you, Arundhati. Well, hello there. You're joining sports first. Starting with some cricket news. Australia beat India by 65 runs in the first one-day international of the Tri-Series at the Melbourne Cricket Ground today. Batting first, Australia posted 216 runs, losing 5 wickets in a match reduced to 32 overs due to rain, and bowled out India for 151 runs in 29.4 overs. We now join former Sri Lankan cricketer Sanjeev Ranatunga for an in-depth analysis of today's game.
We are going to look at the first one-day international of the Tri-Nation tournament, which started in Melbourne today between Australia and India. When we look at the Australian side, I think they had the balance, correct balance. They had spinners, they had fast bowler all-rounders, and when you look at these two sides, looking at the surfaces they are playing, I thought the Australian team was much more organized and much balanced side. Winning the toss, Indian captain decided to invite Australians to take the first lease of the surface. which was a bit strange when they opted to play more spinners on that surface. Nevertheless, Indian fast bowlers made sure that they take early wickets. And when they were going really well, unfortunately for India, the rain came down. From there onwards, they struggled to take wickets of Australian. And Australians look really organized, especially the debutant Wade. He went in to get a half century in his debut, and also the two Hussey brothers made sure Australians go and get a score of 260 not, which was a commendable score looking at where they were at the start of the inning. When we look at the Indian batting, I think with the loss of Tendulkar early, I think everybody was under a lot of pressure. But the two youngsters, Kohli and Sharma, gave a good partnership, but they couldn't continue. And after losing the wicket of Kohli, they started to lose wicket, and except for Dhoni, who is the captain of the side, who played a fairly good inning, the others couldn't come up with a good batting performance. So that put India in a very bad note, and they lost with a huge margin here.
Still in cricket, but here at home, day one of several three-day matches of the Interclub TAA Premier League was held today. Up next are some action from some of the high-scoring games.
The Bloomfield Cricket and Athletic Club hosted their match against the NCC. Winning the toss and batting first, Bloomfield posted a mammoth 413 runs, losing 4 wickets. Chamara Silva scored an unbeaten 126, while Chintaka Jayasinghe was not out on 125 at stumps. In another match, Ragama Cricket Club took on the Chilau Marians. Chilau Marians won the toss and elected to field first. Batting first, Ragama Cricket Club posted 345 runs for the loss of 4 wickets. Ian Daniels scored 140 runs and Indika Diseram contributed 88. Janaka Gunaratna bagged 2 wickets for Chilau Marians. Meanwhile, the Moore Sports Club hosted their match against the SSC. Winning the toss and batting first, SSC posted 314 runs for the loss of 5 wickets. Thilan Samaravira made an unbeaten 105 runs, while Dasun Shanaka was not out on 59. Jeffrey Francis bagged 2 wickets for Moores. In another match played today, the Colts Cricket Club took on Tamil Union. Winning the toss and batting first, the Colts Cricket Club posted 297 runs for the loss of 9 wickets. Roshan Silva scored 84 runs and Akshu Fernando made 50 runs. Kithuruan Vittanage bagged 2 wickets for Tamil Union.
Moving away from cricket, Chairman of the Sri Lanka Hockey Federation, Sumit Edirisinghe, says that Sri Lanka will be hosting the 2012 Asian Interclub Women's Hockey Tournament. Incidentally, the National Hockey Championship was not held last year due to the absence of a suitable ground in the country. Under such a backdrop, will the Sri Lanka Hockey Federation be able to organize a regional tournament? Tonight on Bitter Truth, we delve deep into this matter.
It was on the 12th of December last year that the Secretary to the Ministry of Sports pledged to complete the construction work on the synthetic hockey turf in Colombo by the end of January this year. However, the pledge made by the Secretary of the Ministry of Sports remains to be fulfilled. The chairman of the Sri Lanka Hockey Federation had revealed recently that he is yet to receive the status report of the stadium, which is yet to see the completion of the lighting facilities, the pavilion and the practice tracks as well. The Federation Secretary, Gamini Jayasinghe, stated that the delay in constructing the necessary infrastructure facilities at the stadium has made it difficult to schedule matches for the National Hockey Championships. The Nandamitra synthetic hockey turf, which was built in the year 2000 in Martale, is the only international hockey stadium in the country. However, this stadium, which was built as an alternative for the Colombo Hockey Stadium, is also in a dilapidated state. This hockey stadium, located in Martale, comes under the purview of the area municipal council. To date, it's been nearly 7 years since the lifespan of the stadium has ended. Bitter Truth highlighted this issue for the first time on the 24th of July last year. The turf is damaged, which creates difficulty for the players as the ball could bounce off from the damaged surfaces. As a result, the players could get injured. If this continues, we could lose this sport, which has a huge following in Martale. Who should be held responsible for the current state of the Martale hockey turf? Around 75 million rupees is needed to renovate this turf. Our municipal council does not have the required funds. When we contacted the secretary to the Ministry of Sports to inquire whether funds could be allocated to renovate the Mathale hockey turf, he refused to comment on the matter. Our authority is neglecting their responsibilities on matters concerning the Mathale hockey stadium, owing to the town being a politically authoritative hub. Authorities are now vying to obtain the hosting rights of the Asian Youth Games to Hambantota. However, the authorities have turned a blind eye towards the Asian Interclub Women's Hockey Tournament, for which Sri Lanka has already obtained hosting rights. Is the hockey tournament not important to authorities?
Well, that's it from Sports First tonight. Back to you, Arundhati.
Thank you, Aaron. Well, that's a wrap from the News First team for tonight. Do log on to our website www.newsfirst.lk for the very latest on the web. I'm Arundhati Mudannaik. Thank you very much for joining us. Good night.